Hello everyone, Logan from Curated Avalon, and today I have an order from Papier or Papier, and I'm very excited for this one as all three of the notebooks I ordered are all customized. Very nicely wrapped, very nicely packaged. I haven't received anything from Papier yet that has been damaged. That I'm very grateful for. I know with Moleskine I was having a lot of issues with even just getting the correct thing I'd ordered. So I've been on the hunt for something to replace that. Moleskine is a great option, but Papier is something a little bit different. The sizes are different, and the options are completely different than anything that I have tried before. So I am going to start with the largest first, and I'll put these two smaller ones off to the side. And just looking at this tissue paper that they've placed over top, I love the pattern. It's so pretty. Just feels so special and fancy. A little card, make each day noteworthy, and a little bit of information. And this is going to be one of their spiral bound notebooks. I'm not a huge spiral bound fan. I generally use spiral bound notebooks for when I'm using more casual notes, using it for a more casual purpose. I think that's probably true of just about everyone. When you have a hard bound copy of something, I think you tend to think of it as being more permanent. I chose this gorgeous floral pattern with the cream backgrounds, and I had it customized with Housekeeping Avalon Farm. So I don't see any additional Papier branding on the front of this cover. I do have it on the back. I find that to be fine. I do think that maybe the purple sticks out a little bit, but you know what? It's fine. Cute little design. The only thing I have been dissatisfied with the customizable Papier notebooks is that we have this little like customized little doohickey down here. I don't think it's a QR code. It's one of those weird things I can't think of the name of, but you see it a lot on custom orders. I don't know why it's on these notebooks. They are not the cheapest of notebooks. They're also not the most expensive. I do think for a more customized product, I don't want to see that at all. Do I want to see that? It cheapens it. So I have been very happy with my paper from Papier so far. Have another indicator here. Don't like that either. But I haven't tried the full-size spiral bound yet. I've been using the smaller hardcover notebooks. And I will say this paper does feel a little bit different to me. Whether that is true or not, I'll kind of test them out side by side and see. But nothing is really standing out to me with this notebook as it being something special or something we haven't seen before. It's pretty standard. If I'm honest, it feels kind of like a Walmart notebook. That's actually kind of cute. Congratulations, you've reached the final page of your Papier piece. Thanks for filling this book with your handwritten words. We hope it's been a transformative space for you to think, plan, connect, and celebrate. Now it's time to start a new chapter. Our collection of desk treasures awaits with designs that spark creativity, curiosity, and contemplation. Make each day noteworthy with Papier. So there we have a QR code, additional branding. What I do like about this, because I'm not crazy about this being printed in the back of a notebook. I think that could be on a little pamphlet like this. What I do like is that it can totally be ripped out. If this was in a bound notebook, I would be most unhappy. I do like having end papers, but I don't like having additional branding in the back of a notebook where it's kind of like talking to you like that. It's very cute. I don't mind it in the spiral bound because I can rip it out. Not my favorite thing. So this notebook is going to be for my housekeeping, and I'm really excited to do this because I was like, okay, this is something I used to really have a handle on, was keeping house. And I had all of my traditions and set things I would do throughout the year. I had my quarterly things, monthly, weekly, like I just kind of had a rhythm down, and that's been completely disrupted with job changes, life changes, and I feel like I just don't have a great grip on it any longer. And so I'm needing to get back into the groove, and I'm gonna use this notebook. And I'm like, okay, I want something that's just really easy to open. I can just take quick notes on. I'm not going to be super, precious with it, but I do want it to look pretty because this could be something I fill up in a couple of weeks or a couple of years. I have no idea. So I went with the Papier spiral bound. I'm like, that's really easy to open. The paper's big, it's lined. I'll be able to take junky notes or really pretty notes, however I want. And then when I'm done with it, if I so desire, I can collect it all into a more finished notebook if I need to, or a binder or whatever. For now, it's going to be this. And I'm really excited. I think it's gorgeous. I love the cover. Just something a little, just step up from Walmart in that respect. Hopefully the paper will be fountain pen friendly like the previous notebooks. But I do really appreciate having that personalization. It's free from their website. It's just part of the process, which I really do like. Next up, I have these two, and I'm gonna go with this one first. So this is supposed to be my new daily journal to replace my Moleskine. We shall see. I'm gonna see if I enjoy it as much. If I don't, I will give this another purpose and will unfortunately buy another Moleskine. But until then, I'm gonna give it a good chance. I did get it personalized with my name and the year. The back does unfortunately still have that little additional indicator. There were so many choices for these notebooks. It's astounding, but I am very excited to try this one. So this one does not have the fancy end papers like their everyday notebook collection does, but I've been really satisfied with the paper quality so far. Now, if I'm being honest, it's honestly nothing you can't find in Walmart. It's just you're going to have to look. It's something you can find other places. You're just going to have to look. And I have been more pleased with the experience with this paper than I have, I think, probably any other Walmart notebook that I've tried. So it is a little bit of an upgrade, at least with the inks I've used so far. The backing, we do have that little additional code, no further text, no pockets, but we do have a ribbon marker, which I'm very grateful for. I do like the ribbon markers. That was something back in the day when they started putting ribbon markers in journals and stuff. I was like, I don't like this. It became more popular. I got used to it. I'm grateful for it now. So that is that one. I will keep you updated on how this goes. I'm hoping that it can replace Moleskine. We'll see. It's a completely different shape, completely different style, but we'll see. And last but not least, this was a complete splurge. I have been eyeing this notebook for a while. They actually had so many to pick from. It was difficult, but I kept coming back to this one. There were some that were more fun, more funky, but I chose a recipe book and I went with the pear design. It was just something about it that reminded me of both of my great-grandmother's kitchens that I spent the most time with. And I don't know, I think that's what kept pulling me back. Do have that little indicator. I think these are figs on the back. And we have the pears on the front. I did get it personalized with my name and the farm's name. But this is really special. So it's my recipe book, so it actually has pre-printed pages. And I was hoping, because I really didn't check into it all that much because I knew I just like wanted it. I was hoping it wouldn't have the sections of like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and baking, but it does, and that's okay. It's fine. This is going to be a really good first draft of what will eventually be my cookbook. I'm really excited to use this because every time, I don't know, I've tried to use a cookbook, I feel like I wreck it. And so I've used recipe cards before. I do like that, but right now I have kind of a binder situation, which is great. I just want something that's a little bit more polished that I can leave on my counter and in my kitchen that looks pretty. The customization was just a bonus. Yeah, so I will do a full flip through of this in another video, but I am very excited to try it. I'm glad that it does have index and then the recipe section itself. I can't wait to start with this one. So I'll be collecting more recipes. I mostly bake. So food recipes are going to have to come from my mother because she is astounding when it comes to cooking. Any kind of diet, any kind of anything, she will figure out how to make it taste fantastic. So that I'm really excited for. Some fun stuff to test out and see if I actually keep up with. I feel pretty set on all of these. I'm wanting to get my house in order, and I think that might be the best way to do it with a housekeeping book, a recipe book, and a daily journal. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know if you've tried Papier or Papier in the comment section below. Let me know, or if this is something that you would actually be interested in. Let me talk about the price point too, like what you're thinking based on what you're seeing. I know we're trying to kind of figure out going forward in the notebook world, what is it we're going to stick with, price-wise, quality-wise, and maybe this is a good option going forward. Thank you so much for watching. It is